It begins as a gentle spring-fed brook, meandering southward through the Michigan countryside for 20 miles, until quite close to it, it widens into a river. The French voyageurs who called it La Rivière Rouge, the Red River, despaired of its usefulness, even as a ship anchorage, and kept their vessels in the Detroit River. But Henry Ford, who was born and grew up near the Rouge, had other ideas. To be near its shimmering waters, he and Mrs. Ford chose this river site to build Fairlane, the home in which they lived to the end of their lives. Because of the river's potential as an industrial waterway, he purchased thousands of acres of land in what is now the city of Dearborn to build the crown jewel of American industry, the Ford Rouge plant. The essence of his plan was the flow of materials, and the flow would begin in the river with a widened, deepened channel, so that Dearborn would have a waterway through the Detroit River and the Great Lakes to the sea lanes of the world. This is a unique industrial city, the only one in the world where production begins with raw iron ore and ends with completed automobiles. The Rouge covers more than 1,200 acres interlaced with miles of paved roads that carry all sorts of vehicles. 3 times a day, the Rouge undergoes an almost complete change in population. The working force numbers more than 40,000 men and women who drive to work in $50 million worth of automobiles. Has its own railroad with enough track to link Cleveland and Toledo. Its high line is perched 40 feet in the air. The Rouge also has its own medical center with a permanent staff of doctors and nurses, its own uniformed protection force, and modern fire department. Generators in the Rouge power plant can produce 100 million kilowatt hours a month, enough electric power to light all the homes in Cincinnati.